Hi, I'm Lily at Circus Brighton, and in this lesson we're going to be showing you how to do the butterfly move in forwards and in backwards.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and stay tuned to the end to see the move done with fire poi.
Okay, now the butterfly move is one of the ones that you can really easily get tangled with. So I do recommend doing it with sock poi rather than the ones with the tails because they do get tangled a lot quicker. Now with this move, we're going to be doing it in front of us. So make sure with both hands you've got a nice even circle forming in front of you with one hand, and then try it with the other hand and just make sure it's quite straight, because when they go together, if they're not straight, they're going to start bouncing off and tangling off each other. So you need to make sure you've got both of them nicely straight in front of you.
Step number 1, make sure your poi are creating circles in front of you and not tilting to the side.
If you're at an angle, it's not going to work. So keep an eye on that poi. I like to point my fingers where I want the poi direction to be, so I will point them outwards for this one so that the poi will be here. If I've got my poi to the side, I like to point my thumbs and my fingers outwards a bit. It's probably a psychological thing, but it might work for you, so give it a go. Now with this one, it's a good idea to get them spinning quite far away from each other, and then as you bring them in, bring one in slightly higher than the other.
Step number 2, one poi remains slightly higher than the other.
And you will see that they cross and one just goes over the other one. As you start bringing it in, you'll see this one here is slightly higher than the other one. When you first start doing it, you want to try and aim for your hands to be as close together as possible. So if they get tangled, just bring them back out again. Slowly start bringing them in, bring one slightly higher, and then when you bring your hands together, you can have one hand on top of the other. One poi will naturally swipe over and down the other poi. So it's up to you whether or not you have that as your left hand or your right hand. It's good to be able to practice with both. So this is with my right one higher, bringing over my left. Now my left is slightly higher. When we start doing the thread the needle move, they will start alternating. So it's good to be able to practice with one hand slightly higher and then changing over to the other hand being slightly higher. Now they will start bouncing, they will crash, they will get tangled, so just bring them back out again and slowly start bringing them in with one slightly higher. Try not to cross your hands because they will clash again, and also it doesn't look good, in my opinion.
Step number 3, don't cross your hands.
I don't like it, I don't think it looks very good. You might love it. If you love it, use it. Poi is all about freedom of expression, so please use your own moves however you want to, but I quite like having it nice and neat. What you're aiming for is your hands to be next to each other. So if you see close up, my hands are like this and the poi are going round. So bringing them out, one slightly higher, bringing them slowly together, and one will naturally cross over and down the other one. When you first start, have one as high as you need and slowly work your way to bringing your hands next to each other in a nice comfortable bounce. Now you don't want to be jumping your hands up and down because you won't have as much control over the poi. You want to maintain control over both poi with this move. So try and just use your wrists to keep them going rather than bouncing it up and down, which lacks slight control. So bring them out and bring them back in and together. Now backwards it can feel slightly harder because they're coming upwards. So what we do with this one is, once again, go back to one poi, spinning upwards, so it will hit you in the chin if you get too close. Same with the other hand, coming upwards, so it's going to hit you in the chin if you get too close. It's a nice way of remembering which way is which. If you're in forwards, they'll hit you on the head. I can't do it to myself. If they're in forwards, they're more likely to hit you in the head. If they're in backwards in front of you, they're more likely to hit you in the chin and knock your head out. So, one hand at a time, spinning it upwards. Just check you've got your planes correct and they're straight in front of you before you move on to the other one. Get yourself nice and comfy. Excellent. Then separate them and they're going to kind of come upwards. So it's a nice start to just swoop your hands under and slowly start bringing them closer together. So as you're swooping, you're getting your hands, they're touching, a bit like clapping. Can't make the clap noise. Clap, clap, clap. You'll swoop upwards. And once you're nice and comfy with that, you'll find you'll be able to keep your hands together and you'll just be able to move with your wrists and your fingers the poi up and down. Same as before, one will be slightly lower than the other one, and that's how come they don't hit. Then you get in a tangle again, come on out, just start a bigger move, bringing it up and in, up and in, up and in. Get it smaller, get it smaller, get it smaller, and get your hands closer together so that they're swooping upwards. So forwards, separate them from the side so you can see that they're straight-ish. Yep, that was straight. I'm going to bring them in. As you'll see, one is slightly higher and it starts swooping down. And then backwards, whoosh, swoop. Swoop them up, swoop them up, swoop them up, swoop them up. And then slowly work towards getting your hands close together. And once again, try not to just bounce your arms and hands up and down because you don't have as much control over the poi. So just slow movements. Make them big, then slowly, slowly, slowly start tightening the move so that the hands are closer together. And you've got a nice straighter move. So you've got forwards butterfly and backwards butterfly. So the next move will be angel, angel, because it looks like you've got angel wings behind you. I'm pretty sure that's why they call it angel anyway. If I'm wrong, drop me a comment. But I've always just remembered it as it looks like you've got beautiful angel wings behind you. Good luck with the move. Let me know how it goes, and the next one we're going to be moving on to is angel. Apparently I can't say it without singing. Angel. In forwards and in backwards. Just don't hit your chin. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and as promised, here's the move done with fire poi. Remember, don't try this at home.